Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Oh, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
Mbappe! Played in deep. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, nice touch. That's a throw. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And we're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
This looks promising. That's good play. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And so we have the first set piece of the game. He's on it, can he get away? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Nedved. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. And that's a good ball. Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Nedved with the short one. Chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Played with finesse. Pele.
This is the time you need that pace.
Threads one in. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Mbappe. Engages and forces him off the ball. Ferdinand did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Totti. Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. Always onto this. And Hullet! And he hits the net. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. as a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the counter is on.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And the shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yaya Toure. Gullit. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Vieira. Has a look and plays it forward. And it's Ibrahimovic. Nedved. That's tidy. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now the ball in. That's the keeper's ball. Gullit looking to add to his goal. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Tele. Maicon does really well to win the ball there. Well, that is good, super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pele gets into a good position. Tries to pass it through. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we are back on the way.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pele with the cross.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Showing good feet. Crosses it in. Up he goes! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Yaya Toure. Now it's Totti. Out towards the flank. Well, that looks a decent ball. In by Gullit. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Chooses to go cross-field. Maicon. Now it's Totti. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Goes for a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they get themselves in front! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Paris Saint-Germain get themselves into the lead. Look at the space here. Bullets! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yeah. Totti conjures time and space where few can. And it's Maicon. Oh, that's fabulous. Nicely weighted ball. Distributed tidily. Now the cross. Maldini getting this one. Tries a shot!
Arsenal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly...
Oh, what a climb! Good trying. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Mbappe certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 23.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 21. Ibrahimovic. Le numéro 15. Le numéro 26. À leur place, le numéro 22.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Roberto Carlos. Le numéro 18. Le numéro 11. Le numéro 5. Changement.
Bale. Oh, sweet feet. Cross needs to be good. He rises! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Gullit tries to clear. Goes looking wide. Beckham with the cross.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Bale. Place it in low.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Luis Suarez! Well, now it's he's been caught napping. Bale is onto this. Platini. That is lovely. Out of play for a goal kick. Oh, it's Dembele. That has not gone well. Thuram.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Tries to play it through. Oh, that's neat. Now, can they get it back? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Paris Saint-Germain keep calm in the face of danger. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Hullet. Very much into the last knockings. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And it's Dembele. Maradona! Maradona! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
He's got full. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And that is as far as it goes. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Contra Paris Saint-Germain.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just the destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. And the counter is on. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. Out for a throw. Ferdinand. And it's Nedved. It's a good run down the right. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Lahm. Cristiano Ronaldo. Shoots! And that was very necessary. Nice looking ball. Dink through. And this is Ronaldo. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early.
He's had a shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, important interception. Yaya Toure is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That ball looks a good one. Ibrahimovic. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Ronaldo chasing after it. Mbappe. Real chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And that really is so impressive. Paris Saint-Germain have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration would be key for...
Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Pelé plays it short. Goes for a shot! And this is Pelé, showing good feet. Cross needs to be good. And that should get the job done. And this is Ronaldo. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they... Mbappe! Yaya Toure. He's a sharp little ball here. Moved on forwards. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Valverde. Always onto this. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now this could be a chance. 15 minutes till half-time. Pelé can so cleverly bypass the press. Neatly clipped into space. Pelé is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Roberto Carlos. Ibrahimovic. Kvaratskhelia. Good chance here! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
And it's Roberto Carlos. And this is Ronaldo.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Mbappe going full steam ahead down the left flank.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Yaya Toure. He's through here. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Roberto Carlos. Makaleli. Played out to the right. And here comes the corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. Roberto Carlos goes short. And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Paris Saint-Germain happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Threads one in. Pedri. He's got away. A lot of space ahead of him. Ah, that's a fine interception. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. That has ended up in no man's land. Keeper's got good distance on that. Kvaratskhelia. Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure. Chance! In for the pieces! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Ronaldo might just make this. Pelé. Oh, that's neat. Pelé with the cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, well played. Cristiano Ronaldo, a player who needs no introduction. So we've reached the hour mark. Club America couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ambitious ball here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's on it, can he get away? Pedri. And he's whipped it across. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that was nowhere near his best. And he was quick to react. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settled for a riskier approach now to defend this. Club America really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Roberto Carlos. Big chance! Ferdinand is there to clear. Well, they've got plenty back, they can deal with that.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Pedri going full tilt down the right-hand side. Valverde cuts it out. Lahm. Oh, they could break here. And it's Valverde. That's really well manoeuvred. It's a threatening ball. Look at the space here. It's up! And it's in!
Cambio en el América. Número 18.
We have got changes here
Número
from both
17.
sides, in fact.
Número 4. Número 42. Número 22. Entran número 19.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Número
1-0 as we head towards the end.
Cambio.
Back into the middle. David Villa. He's having a go. Oh, what a save from Van der Sar! The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Desperate defending required here. And a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And we're done. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal.